Okay, so hello, good morning guys. So I'm back and this time I will be recording my live reaction to One Piece Anime 901. Okay, so last week guys, I'm so sorry I was not able to record my live reaction to last week's episode. Actually, the episode last week was very great, okay? It was very cool to see some shots of Luffy and Zoro together, okay? And then I even saw some memes over the internet in Facebook, okay, showing Luffy when they first met back in 1999 during the first episode of One Piece. During the first few episodes of One Piece anime back in 1999, and then their pictures now in Wano together. Okay, it's 2019. So imagine 20 years has passed, have passed already, and it's very wonderful. Okay, their duo still proves to be one of the best duos in the anime world. Okay, however, you know what, as I was reading as I was watching some reactions of One Piece YouTubers to last week's episode, I saw some comments that they have a problem with the episode last week, and I will mention it to you later. Okay, so by the way, I'm so sorry for my messy background. Okay, this is my Orocan, my cabinet. Okay, and then I can't do anything about it. Okay, my mom is a pack rat. I have a lot of things I want to throw them out, but my mom will get mad if I do that, so better stay safe than to be sorry. Okay, so by the way, last week I was not able to record my live reaction because suddenly my professor in my graduate study in the graduate school, okay, has to reschedule our examination last week. Okay, so I went home very late, and then I don't have time anymore to record my reaction by that time. Okay, so I'm here now. I already have here One Piece Anime 901 ready to be seen. Okay, I'm watching this in YouTube, guys. Okay, so there actually what I do if I have nothing to do on Sunday, I usually stay tuned because there's a channel. Okay, a shout out to Raul S. Okay, very early in during early Sunday morning, he is already posting a countdown for the One Piece episode which will be aired that week. Okay, so if I'm observing it based on my observation, okay, One Piece anime, okay, is aired in Japan at exactly 10:30 in Japan time. They air it at 10:30, and in the Philippines, since they are 1 hour ahead, okay, since Japan is 1 hour ahead compared to Philippines, okay, in the Philippines we usually have um the episode which is already being streamed not yet sub, okay, it's live by 9:30, and then after 1 hour probably this channel Zara S, okay, will continue with the streaming of the sub, okay, sub version, and then he will also post a what do you call this one, a separate post, okay, of the episode, okay, of the episode with subs already. However, since you know that YouTube is very strict with this one, actually one of the One Piece YouTubers that I know, I think it's Grand Line Review, okay, he received a second strike on his channel due to his One Piece contents. Okay, so this time, for Raul S, what I noticed is that after 2 hours or few hours, he deletes. Okay, he immediately deletes the video to avoid, I don't know, to avoid copyright strike. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so oh, by the way, in Zero S's upload, the opening song and the ending theme is not shown. Okay, so we have here One Piece episode 901 English sub. We have charging into the enemy's territory, Bakura town, where officials thrive. Okay, let's begin.
敵陣突入役人はびこるバクラ町
Okay, so I forgot to mention last week, we ended with the scene where in Tama we see Otama sleeping on a bench, and then suddenly Gazelman, okay, or Gazelman captured her and run off with her. Okay, this happened while Luffy and Zoro are busy fighting Batman, okay, a smile devil fruit user. And this is actually where the problem, or where the problem that other One Piece fans notice, is that why did Zoro and Luffy have some difficulty in finishing off Batman? Is he that of a threat? Okay, so you see here, if Zoro and Luffy are actually strong enough to take big enemies, why can't they take down, okay, Batman, who is only a small devil fruit user? See, that's the problem. Okay, so in the manga, actually, it's only Zoro, I think, who fought, okay, or who tried to fend off the arrows of Batman. But in here, as we saw last episode, though it was very great, I was really amazed with the animation. It's just that, yeah, if you were going to think about it, why did Zoro and Luffy have some difficulty finishing him off? Okay, so let's see what will happen. So we have here Otama shouting for help, Tasukite. Okay, so continue. Okiku. Okay, so actually, you know what, guys? What I noticed with the small double fruit users here, Batman and Gazelleman, they're wearing stockings, fishnet stockings. Does that mean they're also okamas? Like Ivankov, Emporio Ivankov. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Luffy, give us back Tama! Okay. So as you can see here, we still have here Batman. And then, does he have an endless supply of arrows? Just asking, because last week, Luffy and Zoro seem to have already destroyed a lot of his arrows. But then this time, you see him again attacking with arrows again. So, does he have an unlimited supply? Okay, let's see. You see here, that's the problem. See, Luffy and Zoro are still fending off the arrows. Okay, why can't they finish him off at once? Okay, I think it's really a problem here. Do you mean to tell me Batman is stronger compared to their other enemies? Okay, and then you see here, okay, a sword being grabbed. I think it's Okiku. Okay, Zoro, look at her. And there's a sword. It's orange. It has an orange scabbard. Okay. You know what, guys? If I didn't know, I'll be a spoiler here, but I think, you know what? When I look at Kiku, she looks very beautiful. Actually, with this new animation that One Piece is going with, I would say, okay, do not fight me, okay? I'm just saying that Okiku looks fine as Robin, actually. Okay, she's very beautiful. But as later on in the story, you will know that she is not actually a she, but a he, Kiko Nojo. But then she's very, very pretty here, okay? Okay, so Kiku was actually riding the Koma Inu, and then Luffy tried to catch up, and of course he uses his Gomu Gomu no powers, okay? His hand extended so that he could grab onto the Koma Inu, and then Ochuru was like, ah! Okay, because you know what, people in Wano, they are not aware of, they know that there are devil fruits, but they don't know that these fruits actually produce powers, okay? What the people in Wano think, okay, or thought of the devil fruits are, they just give people with with magical powers, okay, like that. So Churu here was actually terrified. Okay, let's continue.
待て俺も行く
おうあいつら
I'm so sorry, guys. I just had a laugh here because, as you can see, Luffy extended his hand and grabbed onto Kuma Inu's hair. But before he can fly off, Zoro grab him in the shoulders. And you know what? It's very funny for me because, as you all know, in the running gag in One Piece is that Luffy actually causes Zoro to die few times over. Okay, near death experience for Zoro because he's grabbing him. Okay, he's grabbing him. For example, Zoro is in a very far distance. Luffy tends to grab him and then pull him back, and then sometimes or almost most of the times he hits very hard objects. But you see here, this time Zoro is voluntarily grab Luffy to come with him. Okay, so let's see.
ルフ太郎さんゾロ十郎さ
なんであのガキが狙われるんだ
んわかりませんでもすぐに連れ戻さなくちゃダマーすぐ助けるぞ そうさせね
Just finish this Batman off, and I am getting really annoyed with him.
ずんの犬よけろ
Ooh.
ガゼルマン早く行け
了解 もう追いつけねえよ ざまねえな
So I have some problem with that scene wherein Luffy finally got fed off with Batman, and then he attacked him, and he even used his armament haki, and then it's like nothing happened against Batman. Do you mean to tell me Batman is really that strong? I have some problem with I really have some problems with that. What happened? Okay? I think many One Piece fans against will rant about that. Okay, the animation is great, but what's happening? Okay, so let's see.
完全に計画的な誘拐だな
きっと彼らに指示を出した真打ちがいるはずですそれにあの方向なら行き先は一つ役人外で間違いないでしょう
お前らにおこぼれを売ってる奴らが住む町か
ええでもお前何者な
Okay, so you can see here Okiko pulling out a notebook from the what do you call it, folds of her kimono. Okay, usually what guys, I'm fan of watching also historical Japanese historical dramas, and I can see women, they in their kimono you can always see a small piece of a paper tucked in between their folds. Okay, based on what I remember, it's a piece of paper so that if ever these women actually meet unfortunate incidents along the road and they got killed, for example, this piece of paper will tell their identity, something like that, if I remember it correctly. Okay, I think I've seen that in Atsuhime, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so let's continue. And then Luffy is asking Kiku, asking her who she really is. Okay.
あの町にいる真打ちは3人ホーキンス
There are 3 headliners in that town, Bakura town. Hawkins,
ホールデム
Holdem, and Speed.
さらに
You know what, guys? I can't stop laughing because they seem to be very ominous here. But spoiler alert, okay, they're actually not. I think it's only Hawkins who is intimidating enough. But later on, you will see Holdem and Speed.
人工的な不思議な果実で能力を得た戦士が約30名
お前
Mm-hmm.
ただの町娘じゃねえ
Okay, so Zoro finally look intensely at Okiko and her sword, and then he said, "You are just not an ordinary girl." Okay, so in the manga, yeah, this one is very evident. Zoro, okay, is consistent in saying that there's something weird or something which Okiko is disclosing to them. Okay, so let's continue. Okiko is tying her hair here.
な。何者だ。
Who are you? She looks very pretty.
拙者は侍です
I am a samurai. She looks very pretty. Mm-hmm.
ホールデム様、こちらガゼルマン。報告のあった例のヒヒを手なずけたガキを捕らえました。
Okay, Holdem's here. Let me go!
よくやった。
So we can see Holdem and he's looking very ominous here, but so there's a big Torii gate, and Gazelman's going through it. Otama's very shocked. Mm-hmm.
ここはワノ国。
This is the flourishing town in Korea, land of Wano, called Bakura town. Okay, the soundtrack here, guys, I like it.
町、バクラ町。
Mm-hmm. Wrestling match. Wow, the animation's really great. They're consistent. Kasa! Okay, so we are in a certain restaurant in Bakura town, and then you can see here another smile devil fruit user. He has big ears, so I think it's Ratman. Okay, and of course the guy here is Yokozuna Oroshima, the one who is trying to hurt or force Okiko as his wife. Okay, that annoying Ronin. I back away because of his strangely strong spirit, but I want to take Okiko as my wife at any cost. P! I have high social status, a good name, and safe food supplies. She'd be crazy to reject me. P! Then he has pink hair, crazy pink hair, okay? Ratman? Stop worrying over nothing, you idiot. She's a girl from Okobori town, right? They're so low class that Orochi-sama wouldn't even bother to rule over them. Funny. Whether she loves you or not doesn't matter at all. You can force her to marry you. Or burn her house down. Or kill all her relatives so she'll have no place to go. Take away all her options and make her dependent on you. Bad. You're of the samurai class. Okay, so Mouseman, a gifter with the mouse smile fruit. In the land of Wano, we have a clear status system. And Oroshima is listening to him now. You're a star of our national sport. So if you give a damn about the lowly person like that, you're not setting a good example for others. Okay, so you mean to tell me that sumo is the national sport of Wano? Is that true in Japan? Is sumo also the national sport of Japan? Yeah, I think probably because sumo is a big thing there, and then I can even see a lot of posts on YouTube, okay, about the sumo matches there. Okay, so let's continue. You're right. Yeah, I can do whatever I want with Okiku. Then he threw away the food. There's a tanuki! Yokozuna, didn't you like the food? That's a raccoon dog, right? Yeah, it's a pet that we had for a long time. Cook it! What? Raccoon dogs are my favorite food. Yeah, I remember this in the anime because as you all know, there's a running gag with Chopper, wherein he is always being called as a tanuki dog, and then Tekken even mentioned that will this be a problem for Chopper in the future? Because what if Yokozuna or Orashima actually sees Chopper and thinks of him as a tanuki? So will he be an opponent of Chopper? Let's see, okay? So, let's continue. Sorry guys if I'm always butting in. My god, my video is already 21 minutes and 40 seconds, so let's go. I'm not even halfway through. Okay. So, Otama. So, I'm gonna lower the volume. She enters a room and there's Holdem. Okay. She was pushed in by Gazelle Man, I think. There's the lion. You're finally here. Okay, so Luffy. Okay, they're closing in onto Bakura Town. We'll charge in there. Luffy Taro and Zoro Jurusan. Beyond that point is Bakura Town, the town of officials and pirates. There's no guarantee of our safety. What happened? The sound suddenly cut off. I think it's okay because if Zero S would actually want copyright strike to be off him, I think he can post the episode without sound. He could do that, but then, yeah, you must hear everything. The soundtrack here in this Wano art is very good. And even the voice actresses are very good, especially the voice actor of Otama. She's good, okay? No sound. Are you ready? Oh! Halfway! Dun. What? Okay, Otama. They make him look so scary, but he's not. Is this her? Poor girl. Kawaiso. She's about to cry. I'm not gonna cry. But she's crying. Don't try to act strong. A certain residence, Bakura Town. So there's circles, dark circles around his eyes. Holdem, that is. So we see Gazelle Man here. So he's actually breathing heavily. You know what is also a funny scene, and I remember Tekken mentioning this, that Yeah, Gazelman can run very fast, but then his stamina is not up to his power. So after he runs very fast, okay, he gets tired. His stamina, his strength runs out. Okay, so you see here he's breathing really heavily. It's like he's having an asthma attack. So I don't know. And finally, you can see the back part of Holdem. Okay, yeah, I can find him very serious though because I already know what will happen in the manga. In the manga, okay, so. I have a pain in my side. Hold up. Shut up, Gazelman! Okay, finally, yes. Okay, so Holdem stood up and you can see that the lion is somewhere here. Actually, this is also a debate in the manga because we don't know, is the lion above in his stomach or is it lower? Because if it's lower, you already know where it is, right? Okay. So, let's continue. You can go now. Your heavy breathing annoys me. Build up your stamina, you idiot. You idiot. So he's not actually in the stomach. The lion is not actually there. I wasn't talking to you. Stop staring at my face like that. Okay, so actually, what happened is that the lion, okay, the lion that sprout out of Holdem's lower stomach, okay, thought that he is the one being referred to by Holdem when he said, okay, like you idiot, but so the lion looked very badly at Holdem and Holdem got mad and hit him in the head. Okay, and then the lion passed out. So let's see what happened. Otama began crying. I'm so scared. So Holdem, a headliner of the Beast Pirates with the lion smile fruit. And you can see the lion scratching the part wherein Holdem hit him. So he's not actually in the stomach, he's in the lower part. I don't know. He has a lion in his stomach. And then Kamijiro, Holdem's stomach. So they're saying he's actually part of the stomach. Okay, so let's go with that. Okay, and the lion's name is Kamijiro. What is that hostile look? So Holdem and Kamijiro are fighting and... Kamijiro just hit Holdem in the balls. Okay, I don't know what will happen. The pain! Oh. What happened? There it goes! The lines blow to the balls. Garu. Yeah. So they gave justice to this. The lion hit the balls of Holdem, forgetting the fact that he is part of Holdem's body. So he will also feel the pain. Okay? Since they share the same body, that groin also belongs to the lion. Okay, so you see here, the subordinates, okay, or the underlings of Holdem are giving this comment, looking at them like they're total idiots. Okay? And they passed out. Holdem and Kamijiro passed out. Why doesn't he learn? Why do some people repeat the same mistake? Holdem-sama, what should we do with this brat? Holdem-sama, he passed out. Can you please stop? They're like getting annoyed with Holdem. Holdem-sama! My balls. So Tama also means my balls. So your name is Otama. Okay. So Holdem regain something. Okay. How could a weak little shit like you
どう
tame the savage baboon?
手なずけた部下が
My
目
man saw you
撃した
do
ん
it.
だ
Oh, that time we're in. Oh, I also have. Though it doesn't pop. Don't try to pretend that you don't know. It must be none other than a real devil fruit power. Come on, spit it out. Otama, your ability is enticing even to your enemies. Don't ever use it in front of others. So it's actually the Tengu guy, Hitetsu. Okay, Thomas remembering what he said to her. Shh, the voice actress of Otama is great. It's just animals tend to love me. Oh, hold them. I see. That's what it's all about. Yes, it is. There you go. Do you think I'm a fool? Okay. I believe they said you tore off part of you tore part of your cheek off. If you're not gonna tell me, let's give it a try. Hey, bring me some pincers. Yes, sir. So if Otama's not going to tell them how she was able to tame the baboon, they're going to force the dango out of her cheeks. But will it work that way? Can you see here? Yay! I have a kibi dango out of my cheek. Not that one, the bigger one. So Otama's terrified. Big bro, Luffy. She tried to run. Okay, so on the gates. Stop, stop. Do you want to live? Do you want to live? Don't you want to live? Invaders? Bakura crowd is just past them. Luffy, we don't have time to fight those weaklings. I know, Makasera. Charge, dog! Oh, so Beppo. Yeah! Captain! We have a problem! So, Law? Captain! What? Why are you so upset? Okay, wait. You know what? If there are voice actors in One Piece that I really adore, it's Sanji, Zoro, and Law. Their voices sound very smooth. Okay, don't you agree with me? Especially Law, he has this certain I don't know how do you say it, but his voice really sounds laid back. Okay, and then Zoro has his intensity. Sanji's voice, the voice of Sanji is actually very, I don't know, I just found them very attractive to my ears, okay, especially this time Law. Let me just hear it one more time. You see that? Doshta. Straw Hat and Roronoa. Straw Hat, yeah, is on the line of Wano, so he's finally here. Straw Hat and Roronoa plunge themselves into Bakura town. Uh, hey, wait! All we can expect from this is trouble. That's right. So it's Sachi, Captain, Beppo, and Lo still looks cool here, but then we know that he's mad. Okay. Let's go stop those idiots! Aye aye, Captain! Okay, so you can see there the pincers. Don't do it! If you don't want me to show your ability. And Luffy uses his Conqueror's Haki, but then it's to be continued. And I really like the effect there. Okay, when the to be continued flashes, we can see embers of fire flying off. Okay, so let's see. Let me see that again. It's very nice. It's a very small detail, but it really worked. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so we see as Luffy starts to use his Conqueror's Haki. Okay, his his eye burned up, and then it's in the letter O of to be continued. The two T-O. O. Okay, and then embers of fire flew off. Okay, let's see if there's the preview. Okay, we had the preview.
無敗の横綱浦島が猛烈に迫る中、侍お菊の人々がさらなる波乱を巻き起こす。お菊の危機にルフィがついに動き出す。果たして浦島に狙われたお菊の窮地を救うことができるのか。
次回ワンピース横綱登場。
Okay, so this is the next week's episode is actually focused on the sumo fight. Okay, and then the title is the Yokozuna appears, the invisible Oroshima goes after Okiku. So Yokozuna actually refers to I think the best sumo wrestler. Okay, so it's a title, not part of Oroshima's name, but only his title. Okay, and then by the way, I would like to mention this. Okay, when normally, okay, when police they do it like this, but since seamen, okay, or pirates, okay, usually have their hands dirty because of their work in the ship. Okay, they do this one, they salute like this in order not to show the dirty parts. Okay, the dirty parts of their hands. Okay, so they do it like this. Yes, aye, Captain. Okay, now comments regarding this episode, I actually find it really nice. Okay, same with last week's episode. It's actually very nice. The only problem lies with the part we're in. Why can Zoro and Luffy defeat Batman? Okay, so that's the only problem I think that this and the previous episode have. Okay, so yeah, but everything's fine. The animation is still top notch. I really like it. Okay, and I'm very happy they're doing this one right now. The soundtrack is also amazing. I can't say anything, and I'm really loving the colorful setup of Wano compared to, yeah, I think this one is better. It's unique. Okay, it's unique, and Oda, it's very, it goes with Oda's theme of being weird. Okay, so let's see what will happen. So another thing is that I think they're stretching this too much. They're stretching each episode too much. But if we're going with a quality like this, I guess we can't complain. Okay, but if you stretch the episodes with flashbacks, like what happened during the Reverie arc, then I think that's where the problem lies. Okay, but for this episode, I really like it. I just hope that Luffy and Zoro could have easily defeated Batman because he's a small fry, for God's sake. Okay, so that's all. Okay, my video is already going to be 40 minutes long. So goodbye and see you again in my next videos.